campus entertainment is student-run. Ace and Thelma, our student government, dictate fun activities and musical entertainment, along with running the university's annual Springfest.
Here's to Springfest being on the quad.
This year's Springfest, we had the St. Lawrence Soul Funk Band play at the bottom of the quad. Unfortunately, due to potential rain, the Slew Funk Band moved indoors along with White Panda, mashup artist duo, into the field house. Being inside, however, did not deter the crowd. Mashup artist duo The White Panda was first recognized in the music industry when they released a single in 2009 that topped the radio internet charts in just a few days. Their spring schedule includes touring with Pretty Lights, Flo Rida, and Sammy Adams. Their music includes recognizable lyrics with dance-type backbeats. College students find their music complementary to their night environments and have become the heart of the White Panda fan base. After a successful performance in the field house, I had a really good interview with White Panda and asked some tough questions. Listen to what they had to say about the production of music for their genre.
It's like, if you watch a rap producer make a beat, sometimes it takes years, sometimes it's easy as he's got a drum pad with a loaded kit. He goes boom, 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 and then a simple synth over the top. And we put in a lot more time than that into what we do. So obviously, not to just producers, I think there's a lot of talent and people that spend their entire lives working on really works of art. But you know, it's not as easy as you think. You know, if everyone could do it just as well, then we wouldn't be here. So we work really hard at it, and I think it takes a certain trained ear and a certain dedication, and to really come out with good stuff that people appreciate.
White Panda's third album, Pandemonium, debuted March 1st, 2011. Procrash shares his thoughts on the album's outcome and final product.
We were able to use a bunch of samples that we've wanted to touch on for a long time and haven't had a chance to. You know, obviously you get better at what you do over time, and so we're more critical of ourselves in the work we put out now, and so I think we came out with a lot tighter production and a lot more selective with exactly what we wanted to use, and I think overall it came out to be a pretty good, just short of an hour-long party album. We're really happy with how sort of the critics, blogs, and people responded to Pandemonium. It was, in my mind, technically definitely our best effort to date.
How do they compare themselves with other mashup artists, Girl Talk?
I think we're a lot different. Granted, you know, it'd be like comparing two rock bands. Mashup is like, it's its own genre. There's a certain style, but the styles differ so much within the genre. Girl Talk uses a lot of more obscure samples. There are a lot of people that would not be able to tell you what songs are being sampled in his album, but they enjoy just sort of how they go together. He also is a bit more eclectic in how he transitions between samples, and just his general show is just short little pieces, loops of songs, followed by a short little loop, followed by a short little loop, whereas our set is more geared around full songs. You get the whole build. You get the intro of the song that's, you know, slow and builds into the verse, and then with a big chorus drop, and then into the next song. He doesn't do that kind of stuff. Like, if he sampled Fireflies by Owl City, you'd hear the first, like, 8-bar of Fireflies repeated 4 or 5 times, and then it would just drop out. It would drop in and drop out, whereas with us, you hear almost the entire build of the song before we go into the next sample. So it's much more, his is a little bit more all over the place, whereas ours is more structured into builds.
DJ Griffey speaks to their musical experience and inspiration.
You know, inspiration comes from all over. I mean, I'll be sitting in, like, some random restaurant eating lunch, and a song will come on, you know, just like the restaurant's playlist, and I'll kind of perk my ear up and be like, hey, that's a cool little sample or riff, and I'll try and, you know, figure out what it is and play with it, like, later that afternoon. Sometimes we'll hear stuff on the radio. I mean, it really comes from all different sources. But Tom and I have been classically trained in the piano since we were 10 years old, and so and we used to write music together back in high school. Not this kind of stuff, but we definitely did write stuff together.
Does their training in classical music contribute to their work today?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does help. I mean, with cadences and syncopations of certain songs, to kind of find out what songs that we sample together complement each other. So it definitely does help, I would say.
Where did the name White Panda come from? Listen to how the name evolved into their current identity.
To be honest, we actually came up with the name over the summer, going into our senior years of college. We were just bouncing names off of each other, and White Panda was kind of one that just stuck out, and we're like, hey, that's pretty catchy, let's go with it. And that was when we had no intentions of this project ever really taking off. And then we released our first album, and all of a sudden all these colleges, universities, and club venues started hitting us up, wanting us to play. And then we kind of were like, whoa, wow, our name's White Panda. We better try and build an idea or like basically a show concept around our name White Panda. And then that came the masks and the suits and everything. And here we are.
Where did the two of them meet?
Probably on the playground. We were like in first grade. I'm not sure exactly where it was. I don't know, you were in Miss Holland's class, right? Yeah, we were in the same second grade teacher. So probably somewhere in the second grade classroom.
Where did they get the masks?
That's top secret. Can't release that information. We'd have imposters out there.
Some students say Springfest is the best time of the year, and as you can see, everyone had a really good time. Thank you for watching the Student Views. I'm Kitty Higgins.
Jackson on the